Hello you. This is Kickback on the Atari 400. The only other game I can get working at the moment, aside from Battlezone, because it's the only other cartridge game I've got. And I couldn't get this working before because, well, the keyboard wasn't working, so I couldn't press Option, Select or Start. But with a bit of help from some of you out there, either donating to the Ko-fi, whatever you want to call it, fund, and some other people buying some old games off me, I was able to send off to the States for a replacement keyboard, and I have now fitted it, and it works lovely. It was still sealed in plastic, and it's minty fresh, and hopefully it'll last another 30 odd years. Horribly stung by customs, though. I'd forgotten about that. It's been such a long time since I ordered anything from abroad. I hadn't factored that into account, and it's like, oh dear. So I'm going to be having words with HMRC about that one, because they've stung me for VAT for the full amount including postage. But no, just the value of the items, please. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah. So now I can go. Well, I can press System Reset. So that does that. I can press Option. I can choose one or two op player. Or just do one. Skill. What is that? 5. We'll stick with 1. And Start when ready. I haven't pressed Start yet to see whether that's like. Well, actually, I have pressed Start because when you switch on an Atari and hold down Start at the same time, that effectively starts loading from tape. Or supposedly it does. This is why I can't do anything else yet, because found a power supply for the tape deck that I've got. Of course, the tape deck that I've got has to be a rare model, doesn't it? It's the 410p. Apparently, according to some website where I found out about it, that's the rare one that needs external power. It's like, oh, right, okay. Found external power and no life. So I got the old multimeter out and I started measuring voltages around the board, tracing it in through where it comes in. 6 volts there, 6 volts the next connection, 6 volts the next. And then when it actually gets to the actual motor itself, I think it dropped to about 3 volts. I can't remember. It's like, what's going on here? So I don't know what's up with the tape deck, whether it's just the motor on it or what, because the motor, it has a date stamp on it of 1979. It is now 2019, so it's a few months shy of being 40. I have tried tapping it with a hammer, and that didn't do any good. Didn't do any harm either. It's still in the same shape. But yeah, so until I can get the tape deck working, or I can get some kind of SD card or cartridge device for this. These are the only games I've got at the moment for the Atari 400. Hopefully get that rectified as soon as possible, because I'd like to do more, but from what I've seen, a SD card loading device is about 40 odd quid. No, it was about 40. It was about 48 now I think about it. The SDriveMax I think it was, or there's the SD2 SIO, again about the 50 quid mark, or there's a cartridge solution which is even more expensive. I mean, we're talking about something like 60 quid and another 20 quid for the SD card to go with it. That I've been told if you get the cartridge, you want to be getting the SD card as well. Oh, okay. So that's looking. I think that's about 80 or 90 quid. Seriously, this Atari is turning into more of a money pit than the Risk PC, and stuff for that ain't cheap. Yeah. So at the moment, just these 2 games, but I am working on it. I am working on getting it solved. Hopefully if I can get the tape deck working, I've got a few more tape games that I can do while I'm saving up for another device of some kind. I don't want to be starting collecting more cassettes, but if I can get the cassette deck working, then at least that gives me a bit more breathing space to cover a few more of these. But in the meantime, that's enough rambling, Rob. This is Kickback on the Atari 400, as I first stated ages ago. So I've not seen this, so let's press start and see. I'm assuming it's a football game. I mean, kind of has that feel, doesn't it? But I've not looked it up or anything, so I've got no idea. I've no idea what the thumbnail for this video is going to look like. Let's press start. It's a football game. It's a football game in the wrong aspect ratio, isn't it? But what? Hang on, they've got... How many have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... They've got 12 players. I appear to have 4. What's going on here? I'm pressing fire. Is that the ball there? What the... oh. What the... This is odd. Would you... I was not expecting this. It's kind of breakout, come football, sort of. Whoa! I'd like that one kick off before he gets back in position. That one. How come he can be in the middle of the? I can't go any further than this. I'll be offside, will I? And do I get points for knocking them out? I've got. Whoa! Damn. Let's try and kick it sideways. No, that just went straight forwards. They're very strange looking footballers as well, aren't they? I mean, those yellow ones at the top kind of look like scarab beetles. Or pairs of lungs, maybe. Right. Oh, if I press fire it goes out. Oh, okay. Oh. Game over. Right then. So it's kind of like football in the wrong aspect ratio crossed with breakout without the wall. Well, it's Pong, I suppose, really, isn't it? But it's kind of a bit like the Pong football games used to get, but also not. Okay, let's press start again. Right. Well, let's see if we can clear the screen. I mean, I'm assuming the idea is to clear the screen. Not having the instructions does make it a bit tricky to know. Hey, I've done a goal, I think. I'm assuming it's still called a goal in this. Who knows? Ooh. This is... Hey, young, my ball went through that guy then. And again. What gives? It hit that one and... I don't get this. Alright, so sometimes they disappear, sometimes they don't. And luckily for them, when I hit their goalie doesn't disappear. That one's gone. I do like this little flash of white when it hits them. Haha, send it back to you. What an odd game. I wonder if it's meant to be football or like American... No, it's not. Certainly not American football, is it? Or whether it's meant to be a completely original concept. Is it meant to be representing football in some way, or is it... Did they sell it as Football Plus or something? Very, very strange. Oop. I wonder if paddle controllers would... No, because I've got a full up and down control as well, haven't I? Very, very strange this. I was not expecting a bat and ball Pong type thing. I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I was expecting a rubbishy football thing. It's instead a bizarre football thing. And that's got to be better, hasn't it? Come on. Yeah, you gotta go. Ooh. Right, so if I press fire, I go faster as well. I'm not sure I want that, to be honest. I'd like to stop going this fast now, please. I also like those ones to register when they get hit. Come on, can I get them all? Yay! Oh, right, and now they fill the screen again. No fair. So what, do we just keep going until I run out of goals, effectively? But just keep going, knocking out the opponents. Maybe in two-player it is a bit more of a sensible game, but they put this in as a single-player game. Maybe two-player, it's just a case of first one to however many, what was it, 3 or 4 goals. Whereas against the computer that would be a bit, I don't know. It's different. The balls are funny shape. The way it spins around makes me think it's a rugby ball or American football being spun the wrong way, if you get what I mean. I'm wondering if there's any tactics with hitting the. There is. You can kind of shift the ball in different directions when you clip it on yourself, you know, on, shall we say, your bat or your player. Different angles, but they don't seem to really correspond too much to any other angles that I've got used to in other bat and ball games. Ooh. I honestly don't know whether the best thing to do is go for goals or go for taking out the opposition. How many points do I get for knocking out one of these? Hang on, he moved then. And again. They're moving. Hey ref, offside, they're moving around. That's different now, isn't it? Ooh, this is good. They're all going to start moving now. 12 against 1. I mean, considering that the rest of my guys are all just standing behind the goal line. 12 against 1 where they can all move around instead of static football like it was before. Ooh. He didn't get out of the way in time, so he's now dead on the pitch with a football-related injury to the head, I'm guessing. And... oh, come on. Well, there's something about it. Like I said, it's different. I'm not sure I've ever played anything quite like it before. Oh, come on. That hit him. There we go, that hit him that time. Ooh. Stop knocking it out of the way. How come you can stand in the middle there and I can't? Very strange sprites as well. Oh, bugger. I kick that way and it goes to the right. Very, very odd. Come on. I want to see what happens if I get another screen cleared. So, yeah, so there's obviously something about this game because I'm wanting to see what it looks like if anything happens if I clear another screen. I mean, it's not one I think I'm going to be coming back to too often. Come on, that went through him. It is a very strange thing when you're going, I don't know whether I should be going for goals or nobbling the opposition. It makes you feel like Vinnie Jones, you know? Hey! Well, let's go again then. Any more moving around now? Are they moving around a bit more? He's blocking a bit more now, isn't he? Damn you. 5,390. Well, let's hit reset, and let's try skill level 5. How crazy is this going to be? Are they all moving around now? Ooh! Went a bit fast there. Whoa! Flipping a bit quickie now. Quickie? Yeah, it's a bit quickie now. Right, so if I press fire again, it puts it... So you kind of change mode from fast into slow. So if I press fire now, it goes fast. If I press fire again, it slows down again. Because reasons. My footballer apparently has control over the laws of physics. Not just what affects him, but everything else on the pitch. Yeah, it effectively turns on turbo mode. Very strange. How many times can I say very strange? Quite a few times it would appear. Can I clear a screen or get some more goals? Oh, no, I'm going to lose more goals. Well, what a very strange game that is. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I certainly wasn't expecting widescreen, wrong aspect ratio, football pitch crossed with Pong / breakouts. Bagatelle? I mean, that's very strange. Yeah. That's Kickback on the Atari 400 for you. And I've never really played anything quite like it before. Let me know if you have. I'm going to look forward to finding a cover for that, for making the thumbnail, going, oh, well, that makes it seem all perfectly obvious now. If it seems perfectly obvious from the thumbnail that this is a game you'd be expecting, then don't go putting something in the comments going, because I was expecting something football related. That's where I find out the cover is like a football. I don't know what to expect. Even having played it, I still don't really know. Yeah. Well, there we go then. Kickback on the Atari 400. Hope you enjoyed watching. I'll catch you on the next one, maybe. Ta-ta.